Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Response from Wonder. Oh, it's going to be the Wukong top. Okay. We just talked about how Wukong did receive some buffs specifically towards trying to help out his top lane. They changed how his passive works, so basically it's easier to stack it.
Now joining the fight against the Drake is PvE for Jankos, Trimby, and Flacket, and they'll secure it. They kill the mob, the big boss, the raid boss, but can they get out? Jankos has to burn the flash. Trimby uses a dredge line to escape.
6. The stacks is 5.
If he leeches 2 minions, I think he gets 6 off this, but the minions aren't going to die because Wonder goes in immediately. Stun card locked onto him. Jankos joining the fray as Douglas has no flash to get out of this one. Cyclone for the knock-up, Permafrost for the stun, Glacial Prism for the follow-up, and First Blood is done. Heretics secure.
And we talk about that kill threat from Wonder.
Photon looking for the gold card, locks it in, hits Wonder with it, but the wave's under tower now. Wonder looks for the Cyclone, goes in. Photon, no flash for him. Douglas gets the stun with a Shadowing Strike, but Jankos is on his way. TP in as Heretics start to invest in the play. Wonder uses the second cast of the Cyclone, and Trimby now going to look to lock up Douglas. The Magnet Storm is only a magnet for Heretics as they lock him down and shut out Douglas from the play.
I feel like what we're seeing is a situation where Vitality can only find opportunities on the top side of the map. But because of Wukong and Sejuani, they're just winning out on a lot of these 2v2s. Now they're going for the dive.
It's a full-on submarine play, Unbreakable down. Photon locked up by Trimby. Hylissang trying to survive under the tower. Jankos flashes away. Who's tanking next? It's Wonder. Jankos takes the kill, doesn't fall. As it was written for Heretics. Lisan Al-Khaib for Jankos as he gets another, but VTO. Importantly for Vitality though, Jankos was the one getting all the kills. He's 1,000 gold up, but VTO is now 300 gold up in his lane because he was able to get the shutdown on Jankos. Now Trimby's caught out, Douglas jumping in, the TP invested by Wonder as he's going to join the fray. Photon doesn't have a TP to answer, and once again, Douglas is left legless as Vitality leave him for dust. Take his water back and put it in the desert.
Plates on the top side of the map, Hilly.
Hilly, what are you... That's so greedy from Hilly. He puts up the Unbreakable. They're actually going to kill off Trimby. Okay, maybe it wasn't. I'm sorry, I doubted you, Hilly. Once again, the prophecies are true. Kazi getting the cleanse away as Hilly almost falls to the Glacial Prison. To die underneath that tower. Photon backed off, so you can't. Rift Herald charges in mid, and this will likely be a lot of damage on the tower. Not quite falling. Glacial Prison hitting as Douglas once again caught out a little bit. Does still have the flash, but he's locked up by Trimby, and Douglas goes down. Flacket with his second kill of the game. And once again,
the pressure from Vitality, and then with the collapse from Trimby, they could turn that into a re-engage. So just good awareness from Heretics. They get themselves near for the time being this mid lane, so Kazi should be able to just knock this one down. Objective traded this dragon. Jankos getting some deep vision onto Vitality's side of the jungle makes it harder for them to approach. You see them overstacking on the mid wave to try and gain control.
Hilly, caught with the hook. Glacial Fisher going down. There's the Destiny TP in, but already Trimby very low. Gets the Titan's Wrath shield, but it's not enough. Douglas flashes away as Wonder looked for the play with the TP. Hilly low, Trimby now rejoining the fray. There's the teleport in, Wonder spotted on a ward. The dragon down to 1,000 should be secured by Jankos. The smite gets it, and Wonder backs away with...
Nice ultimate coming out from Jankos. But, and while Hilly does do a good job, the problem is his HP was already at half, right? So he didn't quite have the HP to face check once again, even though he was testing the waters a little. At
the same time, so because we know VTO's down towards that bottom side, Photon needs to be able to react to any play that might erupt. Spyro, the first target hit, flashes away, stunned with the concussive blows. There's the Magnet Storm as well. And for the first time, Spyro falls on the LEC stage. Mom is caught and Flacket slowed. Hylissang looking for a little bit more chase as VTO goes in with the Weavers. Wall separates two. Wonder flashes, so does Flacket. Trimby caught with the gold card, but he's able to tank that up and walk his way away. Double flashes. Kazi has 230 stacks. He's hit that threshold. You have double AD carry as well with Photon. VTO can shred through it. It's down to 6,000. Jankos can look for the steal. Flash smite available to him.
Jankos is so healthy though. He feels very confident walking up. The poke comes through.
Flashes. Glacial Prison goes wide. Chain of Corruption used as well as they engage onto Jankos. The knockback. Jankos falling lower. He flashes away. Douglas though might be the first to fall in the fight as the Cyclone on the back line from Wonder is perfect. He decoyed them all and he deceived them as they thought he was in their midst, but instead he'd managed to dodge away. And now with no jungler, can Vitality continue to fight this? Heretics should secure it. Jankos with the smite gets it. First to fall is Trimby. Jankos dashes across the wall. Wonder does the same. And Heretics have just pulled off the heist of the day.
Wow, so Vitality couldn't quite kill the Baron fast enough. Uses his range to poke away at Vitality. Now that Spyro has rejoined the fight, he can contribute to that poke, and they're able to secure the Baron.
And now the Drake's up in 4 seconds. Mom being called down. Trimby the first to be locked up. Chain of Corruption goes down as well as Photon locks in the gold card, and Trimby is shut out of the fight. The blue secured. Smite used though by Jankos means he won't have it if they try and fight around this Drake. Could be the 15-second cooldown. Maybe they can delay for long enough. 8,000 HP on the Dragon would be soul for GiantX and Heretics if they secure it. Wonder coming in. The Weaver's Wall separates Flacket away from the fight, though. Wonder dashing forward, locked up immediately, gets the Cyclone off, and manages to kill off Hylissang, but he falls for it. GiantX now has his smite back up. Photon looking for flank position as Heretics step into a 3v4. The control ward in the bush, though.
This poke is so important. Spyro and Flacket need to land it if they want to secure this Dragon.
And Daglos Q smite. He can't. Well, he can, but Vito gets it. Kazi now trying to open up. Can't quite get the autos down. Flacket with the cleanse. Look at Trimby, though. He's joining from the top side of this fight. And Kazi doesn't have flash. Can Trimby get in range? Not quite for Kazi. How strong Vitality can become as the game goes on. Kazi sitting at 290 stacks. The execute threshold only gets higher the more stacks he gets. Increases by 1% of their opposition's max HP per 40 stacks he has. So it's only getting higher and higher. GiantX has Anathema's Knight's Vow, so he is a very tanky Vitality Varus. They do have a Wonder who's gone Profane Hydra and Sundered Sky. He's caught out a little bit, but he dashes across the wall, utilizing that very well as the Heretics top laner. Dagler stepping forward, Trimby with the hook once again. There's a Cyclone. Destiny popped. Hylissang trying to keep Flacket and GiantX at bay. Photon dashes in. Flacket able to get away from it. Didn't lock in the gold card there. No one dies as of yet, apart from Wonder on the top side of the fight, who was caught out.
Front line and surviving the damage being thrown out by Heretics to be able to win out on that skirmish on the top side. Meanwhile, Hylissang, even though he lost a bunch of his HP, was able to mitigate that pressure. So Vitality ends up finding another kill. They finally equalize the kill score.
Photon has flash, dashes away from GiantX. There's the TP. Photon needs to get away from this permafrost. One more auto is enough to stun him up. GiantX locks him in place, and Sviru is here. The chains will land, and Photon will fall. Sviru with his first kill on the LEC stage.
Is the Baron the objective? Yes, it is. There is some wards here that hasn't been spotted. Vito has the ultimate, though, to cut off his opposition.
Reaver's Wall.
And he's going to chuck it out right now. Let's see how quickly they can burn this.
It's already down to 9,000, but I don't know if it gets low enough in time. GiantX still has the flash. Vito on the front line. There's Mom coming down. GiantX doesn't take too much damage. Glacial Fissure used, hits onto Hylissang. The smite secure from Daglos as Wonder dives onto the back line, but now Kazi can really open up, and the chicken nuggies have arrived for him. Mom delivers as Kazi takes a kill. Photon with a flash forward. Sviru with the flash away, but the chase continues as Kazi gets his second. Trimby trying to flash away himself as well. Photon locks the gold card and locks Trimby in place. The dredge line misses the wall as Kazi gets his third of the fight.
7-0-3 for our first Smolder. We talked about how threatening this team can be when they get to a certain point in the game. The scaling is very fully, truly online. And while that soul was a threat, buying that extra bit of time may have been
earlier in the game. Kazi has Lord Dominic's Regards finished as well, and an extra crit cloak to buff up his damage. Mom called down, really just to push Heretics away. Chasing onto Vitality. VTO going towards mid lane as Photon's there as well. VTO just covering, clears out this control ward. Photon opens up on the inhibitor, and it's down in about 8 or 9 auto attacks. And now, does Vitality ever want to approach the bot lane? Probably not. The minion wave pushed all the way to their T2. They don't care about it. As you say, big damage on Kazi, but he has Hylissang as the front line. Death Charge going to land onto Kazi. There's the Magnet Storm as well. All they're doing is buying as much time for the Dragon to unleash hell once again. Heretics are diving into it, and there are bile spitters here as Kazi able to find another with his team. The Baron expires, but there's another minion wave coming in. Heretics going to try and reset, maybe get back here in time, but I don't know if they'll be there quick enough to defend their inhibitor tower.
I like the fight from Heretics, but it looks like that it's not going to be enough. Another tower falls, and I think this should be the signal. Doesn't that base on your max HP?
Yeah. Of their maximum HP, yeah. They're below, so all they have to do is
not
fall behind 13%. I think they might just die before they have an opportunity to react. Flacket didn't have a chance in hell of surviving that, nor did Trimby. Weaver's Wall in by VTO, flash forward by Photon. GiantX now locked up with a stun card. Wonder trying to dash back in, but he'll be next up on the menu for Kazi. He flashes away, and GiantX survives for a moment until Photon catches him under his Nexus towers. Wonder trying to survive as well, but in the end, he will die alongside his comrades. Vizio and Vitality clean up the ace, and they're looking for their first win of spring.
A strong start to the split for Vitality, a very different look from what we saw in Winter. That wouldn't be Hilly without chucking an extra death in there to round out the game. Smiles on the faces of Vitality, some frustration on the side of Heretics, but they're going to lock down their first win of spring.
And in convincing fashion as well. The early game, more Heretics favored. JiantX to need the repetitions in. You do need to have practiced him to really utilize him to his greatest effect.
Funnily enough, when he came on the desk with us, he sat in our cast room with us, he was the one telling us, I just think pros aren't utilizing Udyr properly.
Yep.
He thinks the champion...
Rogue really unlock that bot lane is when they get level 6, right? You
sure.
have Fate's Call, you have Cease and Desist from Marcoon. It becomes a lot easier.
Fine. I think that the scariest point is like these first item spikes.
Glacier Prism. Larson has no flash, remember, Seismic Shove gets him back, and Fnatic get first blood.
I mean, that was such a clean play from Fnatic. Very little to break down there. Larson didn't have his flash from the earlier fight.
Noah's going for this. Lightning Crash. He can chase Comp down. Comp has the cleanse, but it's not really going to help you in this 1v1. The spears go in, but Noah should secure it. He flashes, the spear misses, and Noah takes it. A solo kill. Now we'll see Jun hovering down towards this bottom side. Razok on his way across as well as Finn trades into Oscarinin, but even with the Iceborne depth charge out, Zoelis does have the Fate's Call to pull him out, but now Comp tanking the tower. The cleanse doesn't get you away as Jun takes the kill, and Rogue overinvests in the bot lane, and now it's disaster for them. We thought perhaps it would be a more aggressive Rogue, but we didn't want it to go this way, a double. But Humanoid, he looks for more. Larson has the flash to fear as well to keep him safe for now. 5-0 for Fnatic. Only Finn winning out in terms of gold now. He'll get another plate, but Oscarinin just keeping him at bay for the moment. The tower takes the chunk, the Pathmaker out. Finn forced away from the tower. But you can see why it happened for Rogue. They're like, hey guys, we just lost a 1v1 bot. We need to shut down this area. We need to get kills into the Calista, so let's force a play. It goes entirely awry, but at least you understand where the mentality was from them. TP now in as they look to force another. Razok's going to secure the dragon first of the game for Fnatic. The TP from Finn won't do. Humanoid steps too far forward. You're playing in the mind of Fnatic, where Fnatic are thinking, well, Finn's probably reset to go and catch that bot wave that's being pushed in by Noah. But Fnatic play it safe. They accept that the tower's going to fall. They're getting a tower in response anyway. They don't overstep, and because of that, Rogue can't punish them.
I mean, they know that Rogue have the advantage just because they have the Herald. It's easier. So in terms of gold spent, you're not going to be in a great position. So they commit the vision, then they actually reset. Making the commitment to choosing to, we will fight our way back away from the minions so that Finn can't actually clear that one out. And they do secure that objective. And you look at the rest of the map, Rogue isn't doing anything. They're actually just pathing up towards the top side jungle.
He's in behind. Finn separated from the team. Fnatic will be 5-man grouped up as Humanoid keeps Finn away. But Rogue might have an opportunity to get in here. Finn trying to get away. Oscarinin with the flank. Pathmaker gets the stun into the wall, and Finn, as tanky as he is, will fall. Fnatic get their 6th of the game.
The Void Staff paying dividends there. Humanoid, really good damage. Set up by the flank from Oscarinin. Should unlock the dragon and this bot tier 2. But Rogue are making a beeline towards the Baron. They've pushed in this midway. Because
it would have been highlighted by that Scuttlecraft.
That's true.
So they're trying to pull Fnatic into thinking that they're doing the Baron. Oscarinin, the one to base check as he should be at being the tank, gets a good Q3 knocked back. Noah dashing in with a lightning crash, sees the assist as Jun dives onto the backline. Larson though, knocked back. Marcoon has the flash and the seismic shove to end Rogue's lives. Comp dies. In the end, Rogue get one out of it. The Rel will fall, but Fnatic get 3. And perhaps on top of it, a Baron to boot.
It's a one-sided slaughter as Fnatic demolish a monster. I haven't been fully tracking him, but I imagine with all the side lane farm, I think he's been stealing jungle camps as well.
Have we ever seen Humanoid and Chovy in the same room? Just checking.
I've never seen them in the same room, that's for sure.
Earlier today is going to win now again, apparently. As the tier 1 falls in the mid lane with the Weaver's Wall coming across. Razok dashing forward, looking for Marcoon. Top lane is pushed in, so someone from Rogue has to answer that. That's Larson's duty. Bot lane's pushed in, so someone from Rogue should answer that. Otherwise, again, you're losing XP and gold to the tower. But Finn now looking for a flank. It's only Oscarinin who's left out on his own.
He's trying to go for the flank of all flanks, but you look at the vision our observers are highlighting it for is Fnatic have their back covered.
Hasn't been pinged yet. Did dodge the control
ward.
Are they
scared of him? Really?
He's a man-bear pig, Betty. You've got to be scared of the man-bear pig.
Here he comes.
Here he comes. Gets a stun, ghosts in. They're looking for what could be a final fight here as Finn gets onto the back line. He's doing a lot of damage and Jun will fall. Spiraling Despair coming in. Finn goes down, 1-for-1 so far. Another hook onto Razok, pulled back with a grasping maw. And Fnatic are hurting, Fnatic are weak. At least in terms of health right now, it's Humanoid. Gets hooked, gets pulled back. Marcoon looks for Oscar in. No cease and desist on the buy. Pathmaker out by Oscar, but the chase continues. And this is where Hui really shines. Searing bolt from the skies, pulls down Oscar. Knocked up, locked up, and he's shut out of the fight. 3 for 1 in favor of Rogue.
So Rogue finally come alive, and it turns out they should have been afraid of that flank. Do Fnatic care about the dragon is the question.
They could give it up. Like, Weaver's wall them out, push through mid if you really want, just go for the inhib, but instead Fnatic are looking for this soul. There's the Weaver's wall. Will lock Rogue in spot, the Magnet Storm out as well as Humanoid dives onto the backline. Larson tried to do the damage as Finn tanks up the rest of Fnatic, but he can't tank them for that long. Comp, Zoelise and Larson left alone down towards this bottom side as Razzle dives in. Comp dashing around, the Pathmaker all out, and Comp falls to Oscar in. Larson fears him away, but it's not going to be enough to do anything more in this fight. Infernal Soul secured for Fnatic, and the fight win as well.
Fnatic now have their eyes set on the base of Rogue as well. Oscar is hunting for Jensen. Unlikely that Oscar will be able... Jensen, Larson, my apologies. Larson, my apologies. Oscar on the hunt. He's just trying to stop him from basing so that there's no wave clear. And Fnatic can look to end the game right here, right now.
One messy fight from Fnatic, but the incarnation of victory is here for them. They will claim their first win of spring.
Not many people are going to get that, but I got that.
That's a nice one, right?
I got that one.
Nice. Oh.
Buffed so much.
Yeah, wins
Like,
every melee matchup, kinda.
Yeah.
So
I think Aatrox can play this matchup from like level 5, 6 onwards, but for sure he could get those.
Make some funny shenanigans happen and see if maybe they can get a bit of an advantage here.
Right down on that. Braum is going to be caught out. Mickey, not the start to the game that he was looking for. Unbreakable. Fading away. The flash in. Little wall bang coming out. Quick first blood for Ice. Excellent start for BDS.
Yeah,
Crash Flitter to clear the wave. We're going to watch a lot of bears and or man bears proxy waves today, Rob.
It does feel like League is starting to turn into a little bit of like, oh, McDonald's farm. Because we got like Zeri, who inevitably will bring Yuumi the cast.
Holding on scaling, because I don't want to overplay it here, but again, the hotfix was pretty massive, and we are pre-hotfix. That said, a dive would be a great way to do it. Hansama knock back at the wall, that's clean, and the flick back, not gonna miss this time. Excellently coordinated dive by the side of BDS. The counterplay coming through on the top side already. Lee Sin there.
30-second difference at the moment between the two.
Pressure on the top side for BDS. We'll see if Adam wants to back here. He doesn't really have any coverage, but feels confident they can get it. Nuke, the charm gonna connect this time. There's just no counterplay. Double flick back, does not matter. Yike grabbing the kill there. Clean play coming in from Maximum. It's an even matchup. They need to catch the wave in mid, not willing to give up, you know, a couple hundred gold just to try to contest. Not even really have access to the sure thing. Mickey stepping forward to body block Ice. Shock laser over the wall. TP now coming in. G2 want to force the fight here. They think they found the angle. Nuke, though, is going to see Broken Blade now coming in and going to try to stop the Boulder, following up, getting the impact wall. Isn't really effective here. Knockback is there. Caps still has a dash forward, but Lebrov sidestep coming in. Mew on the top side. Adam not committing the TP, doesn't have access to it. Instead, going to be focused on trying to knock down as many plates as possible. But that bear does not care. There he goes. Oh, yike! The hard reads coming in. He can't see, but he also can't miss. Yike, clean with the play. G2 don't really have concrete information on where Tali is. She's backing, but in the fog of war, so G2 are still going to risk it anyway. Confident enough to step forward. Caps ready to dash forward. Q flash forward from Mickey. That's the lock up there. Lebrov again buffering on the hook. The kickback is clean though onto Sheo. Another dash coming in for Caps. Lebrov likely to fall as well. Yike on a killing spree. You heard it from Razork on the desk. If you're good enough at least, then you can make it work. And G2 are making it work.
I mean, that was a sick attempt from Labrov to get out. You can just push them out bot side and then all group onto mid lane towers. G2 take mid lane tower because you've got the numbers advantage there, and BDS are in an awkward spot. But now, we'll see if they can catch Sheo. Just get stunned.
The bear has been sent packing, but Sheo instantly going to get knocked up. And yeah, that's a very strong Lee Sin. Early Eclipse going to make sure the damage is there. Sheo still running though, still tanky. Nuke doing whatever he can to fire back, but it's not nearly enough. And here comes the bear, baby. Wall coming out as well. I don't know if you've seen Cocaine Bear, but this is basically the plot in a nutshell. Broken Blade relentless.
Unstoppable in that one. He was not going to let them get away. I mean, the fact that Greedy going to TP in, they're going to try and go for Adam instead.
I'm concerned about the Drake instead. Laser focused on Adam. Caps trying to keep this one going. One dash in, waiting on the charm. Waiting till the angle is right, dashing in, not giving Adam any room to maneuver. Finally going to connect on that one. Yike moving in. Should just be an easy finish here. Adam trying to turn it back though, healing so much. But still, Caps able to clear up that kill. BDS grabbing the Drake. Meanwhile, on the bottom side of the map.
That was greedy from Adam. You already had the play in mid and you were going to get the dragon. That's the big win. But now, because you end up overextending that top side, G2, they're going to get the Rift Child, and more than likely, we'll be able to get a good amount of damage on towards this top side turret. TP forced out to make sure that they're able to hold on to this.
Control over the mid lane at this point in the game does get harder as Smolder gets obviously more stacks under his belt. Only 142 right now for Hansama. Broken Void will be able to grab this tower. Should just back away after, but if he overcommits, BDS might be able to punish.
So I just noticed, I think BB forgot to play too. Just there you go. Well, not quite Winter yet, but
yeah.
Winter's approach picked up for himself. So, and yeah, this is just going to be a very, very tanky BB that sets up beautifully for, hey, you got Smolder in behind it. Yike as well, with the Sunder Sky and the Eclipse now picked up, is very strong in finds the 1v1. But speaking of,
Caps gonna hit the charm. Unraveled Earth does not matter. The Caps just gonna keep dancing around him, but there's LeBron the flash, and he gets the kill. Now he has one more dash. He can get back. BDS are committing everything. Counter punch from G2 in the mid lane. They're gonna be able to grab a tower back, but that is a huge shutdown for BDS.
I mean, it's a 1-for-1 in the top side, so you're kind of happy as that as Caps, and you're going to get the mid lane turret. Yes, he traded for the top side, but mid turret is always more valuable in these. Use Yike to get control against the Zeri, and then litter top side with wards to allow Caps to punish in the 1v1.
A little bit of vision. Got back here from BDS, but you can see G2 slowly choking out BDS vision on the top side. It's going to make it so hard to make good decisions. Caps dashing in, the charm's still going to connect. Spike Shio's intervention. Caps still stand, and here comes Mom, baby! Chore's not done for BDS. They're sent home. They were not allowed out to play.
The Mama Bear combo was too much for BDS. Tower gets shut off, the Dragon Fire comes in and absolutely rinses BDS underneath that turret. And now, you can see him. He immediately over towards the Baron. They're like, Grant, we've completely destroyed the top side. There's nobody here to contest.
Mama Bear line Rob, fire. You're a content genius. BDS going to struggle to respond. Our audience eventually going to struggle to deal with all of the Smolder-related mom jokes, but for now, you'll suffer through, just as we suffer through this Smolder. BDS might have to suffer against a Baroned up G2 who aren't interested in the Purple Worm, instead interested in getting a few more kills under their belt. Concussive blow stack now coming in. Yike looking for the follow-up. Caps off to the side. Ice now trying to turn. Keep your eyes on that Zeri. It has to be all about Ice, but already frontline falling apart. Nuke! The flick back onto 3 is everything. He got it! In the moment, Nuke now chasing through. It's BDS. Do they want to start up the Worm? Can they start the objective? The chase down onto Mickey is big. He's not quite going to drop, but that flick, clutch. That is a game-defining play from Nuke.
And just like that, BDS are going to end up against the Baron. The fact now that you're going to have a massive amount of...
to get even more. And now, you know, we're looking at a pretty small gold deficit. Yes, again, Smolder continues to scale, but Zeri is also a laking terror. 3 items for Ice.
And this is now where we got to see if BDS are going to be able to use this Baron. Because one of the big things that we talk about a lot with BDS is, look, their team fighting is exceptional. But when it comes to them, they weren't back out on the map faster, so at least you'll answer tower for tower. But this is where I want to see, okay, how do you match up against G2? Because this is a team that is the best at macro in our league. Yep. And if BDS can outmaneuver and outthink G2 on the map with this Baron, this is where they can close out this game.
Caps, of course, left to the bottom side of the map. You can see Adam debating the recall there if he needed to respond to that play. Incredibly close to the 225 stack breakpoint. That's where you start with the execute. Just hit like a truck. Caps taking a bit of a chunk here. Unbreakable from Mickey. Sheo just happy to get that cooldown. Nice heads-up play. Doesn't commit the ultimate quite yet, but Adam is now going to be in trouble. Dash back to safety. Ultimate immediately coming out. Bomb makes a brief appearance, but not for too long here as BDS are now on their tree. G2 still incredibly powerful overall. BDS can fight Ice untouched for now. The Bear leaping in, the Bear leaping out. Shut down for Adam. Ice little parkour over the wall. Nice sized up on the charm as well. Hansama flying out to safety. But even an hotfix flat won't finish that one off.
Nuke TP's in, but he's got to disappear immediately.
Establishing a vision line. No real wards for G2 to play around. This should just be a Drake for BDS. Broken Blade forcing in that top wave, so someone will be required to respond on the side of BDS eventually. But for now, this play going in their favor.
Nuke are in base, so you do have to be a little bit careful here, Labrob.
Yep, there it is. Sonic Wave right into the charm. G2 find the angle. Quick support pick. Sheo ulti now coming out, so LeBron gone. Overconfident, too comfortable.
Nuke still has his ultimate, so could try and separate out these fights. Labrob ultimate not quite up and available, but if they can slow down the pace, maybe they can get in, but here it comes.
Low. This is dangerous. Caps off to the side, not in the best flank position. LeBron going to try and spot him out. 4K getting lower and lower. Nuke laying down the wall. It's a little bit of setup, but the ejector should just go to the side of G2. Can they steal it away? No. Yikes, securing it. Nuke untouched. Ice laying down a little bit of damage. Hansama throwing down a little bit more to respond, though, but Ice is still standing. Keep your eyes on this area. That's big. Caps off to the side, looking for the charm. One more dash in. Can he find it? Ice. The charm connects. Mickey, the immediate follow, but the parkour now coming in. Mom getting called in one more time, and there's Hansama. Flapping all over Adam. Unstoppable now. BDS on the run. But as long as Ice is up, there's hope. The Baron already over, but Caps! He flashed over the wall to seal the deal. That's 180 carried down and dusted.
Nuke trying desperately to hold on to this. Hansama thinking of going over the wall to see if he can pick off Nuke, but everyone's going to back away. Baron for G2, the fight for G2 in here. Who can he find?
Ward spots him. Big boulder thrown into space. G2 walking up, using the Unbreakable. Jay again just kind of faking with the challenge there. Braum making it so difficult for him to really find out.
Look to push out that top lane. Looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. Nuke immediately going to disappear up onto that top end, just try and alleviate some of the pressure.
And it just felt like G2 recognizing that Soul is probably one of the ways that BDS
Force back. Yeah, they're going to try and re-establish themselves in River, but who wants to face tank this? And Baron may even be gone already.
Caps off to the side, looking for the flank onto Nuke. Pressuring him, stopping Tulip from being able to do anything. The Unraveled Earth goes down, but Broken Blade just in the midst of the back line. And Hansama, the knockup's there, but there's absolutely no fault. The Smolder just gets to keep doing whatever the hell he pleases. Ice doing some good damage here, but Yike pushing for the backside of the fight. He just gets taken down. It's Ice and Caps, though. 1v1, but now Hansama's coming in as well. There's just nowhere for Ice to go. Randall, it's not enough. The Quadra. Give it to him. Flap, baby. That's a baby dragon, and that's a pentakill.
Mom, are you watching? It's Hansama popping off with the Smolder pentakill for the G2 bot lane. What a way for Smolder to enter into the LEC.
Yeah, you heard of Mom Spaghetti, but that's Mom is too damn Betty. Smolder doing Smolder things. Just spitting on him, sneezing on him. G2 reminding us why the pick is so incredibly powerful. A well-played game. G2 finding their first win of the spring split.
G2 finding success.
So Rel support into the Nautilus. You saw in one of our previous games today that it's a solid, matchup. You can cancel a lot of the Nautilus.
We'll have the flap yet, which you can use to get over that right-hand side wall. So they're trying to do it before he hits level 3.
Oh, now walking in, Ignar going to do what he can to disrupt. Ballbreaker charge up the flash forward in. Upset now laying down a lot of damage. They might be able to get one. That's one already. Ignar trying to get a kill back. Flash up from Dargo. He hooks back in. Does go down, but it's a double on the bottom side for KC. Or for Ottawamne, rather, is that all of KC's resources are on the bottom side right now, so there's no dive threat onto Oda. He's not forced.
It's a little bit longer to guarantee the static shield upgrade, so that's why Karmine Corp are kind of saying, hey, we're going to play aggressive and push you off because Zeri could be here. Now, though, with the pressure on the top side, might be a bit more
hook
difficult.
onto Peach. Ottawamne on the way in. Severing Bolt not going to do much of anything. Again, the Zen finds so much space with that ultimate. Peach now taking down the kill onto Bo. KC a little over-eager to force here. A moment of miscommunication really costing them. Just the Exodia, powerful ability.
You just put a Gwen in the top side, it's like you can't hit the front line and then Smolder's in the back.
Patrick continuing to push, and this isolated this time. Going to try and bully this off. Are they going to stick around just to try to go for the smite? The answer is yes. Peach, though, just over-committing. Mom on the way in, but Mom not doing a whole hell of a lot. And meanwhile, Peach now going to be in trouble. One kill coming through. Root now coming from Jackie's on the backside. Meanwhile, Cabo trying to move in, but a clean flash out from Patrick means he's still standing, but Upset taking over the fight in the meantime. Ottawamne on the flank, but he's here too late, and it's a
turn Mega. I don't know if GiantX want to go for this. Bo is in the area as well.
TP now coming down to the bottom lane. Jackie's gonna get hooked up here. Oh, just gift wraps a kill. What is going on in this game? Pushback, Cabo there now in the midst of the 3v1. Patrick just desperate to pick up a few more stacks and maybe a kill as well. Disengage now coming from Ottawamne to buy a bit more space. Cabo still sitting pretty here. Peach gonna try to finish this kill up. Will find one, but now he's gonna give his life in the meantime. Mom getting called, but it's too little too late.
Everyone needs to chill. Everyone needs to take a second.
Take a breath.
Think through. Corp now, with Rift Herald in tow, everyone collapsing on mid. They're just using the fact that they've got so much push in side lanes to guarantee these objectives and are moving quicker.
I think you are as well, because you're in the luxury position where your next point is Soul. GiantX's next dragon doesn't matter. So you have kind of your pick of the litter when it comes to these major objectives. You've got a Zeri. You've got a Vi and an R as well. You can do good work, but Bo caught out here. Potentially gonna be in trouble. Crash down now coming in, unstoppable for Rebo. Bo trying to make it out of safety. Flash, ball breaker, he's still living. Mom on the way in, Mom gonna finish the job, baby! That's a helicopter parent! You love to see. Careful about walking this far forward. He doesn't have perfect information on the enemy team.
Ooh, Targetus.
Waiting for the third strike. One knockup now going to come in. Upset trying to respond. Flat coming in from Patrick. He doesn't quite make it over the wall. Bo now going to be in trouble. Upset flashing out. Upset has lost so much HP before this fight has really even started. Continuing to try to rain down a little bit more damage. But here comes Mom one more time! Severing Bolt, good damage onto Ignar. KC trying to follow up, trying to win the fight, but Cabo's all on his lonesome on that front line. Seiken a little bit exposed here. Patrick just continuing to throw down little fireballs. He's been caught out, spiraling despair. There's the follow-up, no flash from Patrick. The job finished by Seiken as he finds the kill. Upset resetting, zooming now out of base. KC can just go straight for the soul. Onivia running, Seiken fishing, trying to finish off the kill. The pullback is there. Cabo gets it, and KC will...
Any sort of return damage, but Upset then position over the wall. Actually, we're not going to get to see it.
Ignar caught out, excellent start. Upset coming over the wall though. Has the entire team to cover him. I mean, they've got Hextech Soul. This should just be there. Baron Peach
just step up here. As long as you can keep that poke coming down from Patrick. I know some Jackies are in a good spot.
Looking onto Ignar. Peach now trying to follow up. Mom coming down. Seiken slowed up at least a little bit. Tarkman's going to get the ult off, but he's burning. He's ticking. There's no damage coming in from Patrick, however, so he won't get executed. Ulti now going in onto Peach. Bo wants to finish the job. Patrick still on the backside uncontested. Bo now flashing back over the wall into Ignar. He's going to give his life in the exchange. No jungler up, but no, Bo is still living. Patrick is forced to flash in. Bo is still alive! He just bought so much space. GiantX might have gotten the jungler and gotten out scot-free, but now it's Upset on cleanup duty. Severing Bolt coming in, will not find a target. Upset looking for the reset, looking to get that cooldown down, wants to park roll over the wall and try and finish.
HB going to be able to take this fight very well, but with that kill going across, you just don't have enough damage in the tank, and Karmine Corp will net themselves. Nobody here.
I mean, they've also got Soul, right? So it's like, man, try not Soul, excuse me, Elder buff.
Yeah, this is kind of the next base here.
And I think really big credit to KC, especially in the early game, for limiting the stacking of Patrick, for delaying his ability to spike in this game. Very well done. Yes, it was very scrappy. It was very messy in the mid game, but KC, once they've gotten this big lead, have really not given GiantX too many avenues to come back to the game. Mom is here. Mom does not do nearly as much against Baron minions. Peach looking for the pushback. One tower taken down. Upset untouched for now. Ulti now coming up from Vanguard, but there's absolutely no follow-up. He just buys a bit more space for the rest of the team. Bo might give his life, but Bo's still alive for too damn long. Finally, the execute will come through. Triple coming in for Upset. And Spring starting so much better for Karmine Corp. That's their first win on the board.
May not have been the cleanest.
It's them in G2 where I'm like, maybe?
Also, this is just our production staff. This was pre-recorded.
Yeah, so they're just messing with us. They didn't have to do that. They're just fishing for content. What? Really be able to walk forward. That wave is stacking, and we'll push in, but Super not going to be able to approach it for a brief moment. Is Irrelevant now in trouble. 3 members on the top side. That is going to cost him his life. Irrelevant. They just get knocked down here. Gold card locked in. Kill going to come through. Mirwan picking that one up, and first blood for Mad Lions Koi. Of course, once 3 members got revealed on the top side.
This game, though, it feels like whoever kind of gets these early leads is going to be able to snowball incredibly well, right? You've got both sides wanting to try and play out side lanes. Elyoya going to face check here.
Right there, Elyoya, Vaultbreaker going to get interrupted. There should just be a quick and easy kill pickup. Elyoya flashing back to safety, needs a bit more time for the Vaultbreaker. Nice wall coming from Friskowy. Niski immediately going to fall up, though. Dashing in, finding the charm. That's the angle, but he goes back into the unraveled earth. Friskowy still living for far too long, and Supa is untouched. That's not the lethality bars. His lethal tempo. And he's matching the pace of the game well. Double kill coming through for Elyoya.
Still, we'll run into Isma here.
Isma upping the 3-talent strike. Going in on Elyoya. Flashing forward to block the Vaultbreaker. Really confident they've got the damage to make this work. Excellent use of the ulti to stop Friskowy from contributing. Shut down on Elyoya. And oh, that Mad Lions flare. Twisted Fate passive, so Irrelevant, despite the success of the early gank on the top side, not get much. Goes in with the gold card. Friskowy now looking to follow up Irrelevant. When he can form swap, gets a bit more movement, so he's trying to sidestep on the unraveled earth. Is going to get knocked back there. Gold card now coming in from Mirwan. Irrelevant should just fall here. Big pick for the side of Mad Lions Koi.
Good roam timing to get up towards that top side, but Supa alone.
Ghosting out. DOS flash forward for the hook. Clean flash from Supa.
Goes across, but Elyoya has to get back up towards that top side. Now Supa.
Ulti coming out. Ghost still there. Alvaro can stop any potential follow-up. There's no play to be had here, and DOS steps a little bit too far forward to walk around the wall. Luckily, the hook can take him out of safety, but the ult follow-up is there. DOS thought he had the angle, but Alvaro is there just in the nick of time.
Just about able to get into block.
Bit of a spectator Drake. Are they willing to commit to the fight here? Everyone walking back up. Mad Lions.
And even over the course of last summer as well in season finals, but DOS now gonna find Elyoya.
Elyoya has to be careful here. Hook connects. Alvaro there to cover again. Leaps in, unbreakable. Right on time. Elyoya caught out though. Friskowy. Niski onto the backside. Nice flip back onto multiple members. X kick now locked up. The Zindan now trying to cover to punish. Multiple members still standing. Elyoya trying to make it out safety, but it's Niski finding the kill. Supa though ready to fire back. That's one. DOS returned. Niski, one charge. Has to be careful. It's not the lethality bars. It's the on hit. Multiple stacks. Niski not going to dash out. Charm does land. Foxfire there as well. Execution now ready to follow up. He's going to parkour over the wall. Mirror on the side. Destiny Gate is available. It's so close. These teams so willing to fight.
Ghost and Flash available for Mirren. Does he want to pop it? Isn't flicking through the cards, so everyone would just back away. But Madeline's Koi biting off a little bit more than they could chew in that one. They tried to go for the play in towards the enemy jungle, but Supa wasn't in a position. Execution to come across first, and we get to see it here where it ends up very messy because Freskewi tries to come across to help out the team get the Unraveled Earth down, but his positioning makes him an easy target then. I mean, it's a good flick back, but Exekick is already here, and a lot of damage coming through in this choke point onto the members of SK, and yes, you get one back for Supa, but if he'd been there at the start of that fight, it could have been fantastic, but unfortunately, just not quite there for Madeline's Koi.
Yeah, a bit tricky. Throw now knocking down that top lane tower. We'll see what they want to do on the side of Madeline's Koi with Mirwin, where they want to assign him when it comes to lanes, setup. Niski hitting the thumbs up. He knows he's on the wrong side of the map. I don't know if that's going to save his life, however. Weaver's wall coming in. Madeline's Koi want to keep going for this. Unraveled Earth is there, but Niski's just going to walk out. He's finally going to dash. He has just enough time! He's just styling on him. I was going to bring up the rivalry, but now I feel like I might have to. Niski Elyoya to dash again.
Yeah, I mean,
sloppy.
the top buff working. The fact that Madeline's Koi tried to invest that much into killing side, so Niski in a good spot now in that top end, even with the armor, and may even look to prove it here.
Charm connecting. Malignant's there as well. You're going to Destiny Gate out to safety, but I think he's just going to run you down. Niski 3-0-3. It all goes back to that. So many squishy members on the opposing side. SK moving in. They've got Niski on the flank. Supa walking right into the waiting arms of Niski. Surprise, surprise. That's a nine-tailed fox. Supa now running, though. He's clean with it. The movement's too good. The sidestep's there. Niski forced to use the stopwatch to buy a brief moment here. The arm guard there, and now Mirwin's ready to follow up. Niski almost had the kill. He should have had the kill. The knockback is there. Madelion's Koi just refused to give up in the fight. I cannot believe that Supa made it out.
Supa fairly close. And just the opportunity to look for picks off of the push from Supa in this jungle is going to be massive.
Lockup is there. Unbreakable follow-up. Flick back as well. Isma in trouble, trying to make it a safety. Bedelia's there to cover with the Vault Breaker. A quick pick and a kill donated over to Supa.
And again, this is exactly how Madeline's Koi want to try and play this composition. You've got the Talia use that opportunity with the Vibrant. Execute, he'll be up top out. It's going to be fine here, but the tower will fall.
He'll be able to hop out, and also, of course, he runs right into the wall. Luckily for him.
Yeah, Vi plus a Braum concussive blows makes it very difficult for SK to try and connect. Here we go.
Ulti over the wall, connecting to Niski. Freskewi with the flip back. Does he have the damage to finish the kill on his lonesome? It looks like he certainly does, but Niski still dashing, flashing, dashing out again with the gold card! The necessary range, just barely able to get it. Stun now coming in. Again,
but still not feeling 100% about pushing that far. Instead, they'll be happy enough to just take the objectives for themselves. And Irrelevant will be sent back in 10 seconds. And Mirwin can just look to take pop shots like this.
Roots there, but they found the pick off onto the side. Niski again caught out. It was so good early in the game, but now Madelion's Koi are ready to punish. One dash back safety. Niski's still living! Lock into the Iron Solari just to barely keep him alive. Blinking health bar now. Exekick is on the chase, and this is how you do it! If you split it up, if you watch them waste their cooldowns and not finish a kill, the Zeri can finally find a way to fight.
And Niski TP could come through, but he's just going to let them take it. Madeline's Koi will get their second dragon, but huge play from Niski. I cannot believe SK managed to bring that one back.
And just a slightly off timing on the Zhonya's Hourglass. 2.5 seconds, it's burned into your brain. Most players, you get it on
Good
field.
adventure.
Here we go.
Catch Niski. No flash yet.
First you don't succeed, try again. Just dash to safety. Ghost coming out. It's a red card lock. That's a bit of an oopsie, but I still think it should be enough. Niski dashing. Has Zhonya's, a little bit extra movement speed. Elyoya just waiting. Shouldn't need to use the ult here. Flick back is good from Freskewi. Clean pick on the bottom side. In the meanwhile, SK though immediately going to punish. They have a Baron buff. The tier 2 guaranteed, but luckily the Braum really stopping that mid lane push.
Yeah, I mean, at least you will still get one pick for SK onto that top side.
They do a battle in the mid lane though. Albro just stepping up. Cleanse, double value there, but not going to be enough to keep Exekick alive. Hook back from Dawson's big, but now Isma's going to be the one in trouble. Mirwin just jumps in and finds the CC. Niski over the wall. Wants to get a bit more damage back, but it's just not enough. Elyoya flashing in because it blows. Man, Braum is powerful. Niski got no way out that time, and Mirwin hits him with the yawning Teemo. You know, when you're able to block multiple sources of CC, you feel good. You know, that's a WoW Arena classic. They stack their CC, big mistake. No. We don't even know if they're on the Baron. masterfully highlighted by our observers. It looks like the answer is no. Gold card onto Exa. El Yo-Yo over the wall, and oh no, I think we've seen this one before, but this time Exa manages to stay standing. He's just continuing to auto. Exa going over the wall, but he goes right into the waiting arms of Mad Lions Koi! That was too damn far! He could not get away with that one. Red card going in. Wanted to go for gold, but well, the more appropriate to hit him with the red, and Mad Lions Koi now can turn their sights right back to the Baron.
X-Kick wanted to lead themselves, but instead he led Mad Lions Koi directly to the Baron.
Play just does not work out and ends up hastening his own demise, or at least putting Mad Lions Koi that much further ahead. It's been neck and neck for a lot of this game, but now it's a 2.5k Red Bull Baron power play. 6k gold advantage to Mad Lions Koi in a slow, steady siege. Zeri is this far behind. You just don't have, you know, Niski's holding the baton, praying he has someone to pass it to, and it's just not there. As X-Kick once again getting caught out. Isma looks for the fall for now. X-Kick, though, remains safe on the backside. Supa now legendary, but the problem just body blocks the autos, and Supa gets to do whatever he damn well pleases. Finally, SK will find the kill. The shutdown is there. Niski trying to make his way out to safety. No follow-up damage means he gets another charm down, but that's 4 members of Mad Lions Koi, and Niski dashes into them. Goes Golden. Gets to see his own demise in slow-mo. It's a double kill for Mad Lions Koi. They're just too damn far ahead.
They just don't have anyone tanky enough to deal with the onslaught of Mad Lions Koi, and especially Supa in these fights. It was nearly work here, but there's just very little that they can do. Irrelevant can't really get into position because he's just not able to, again, tank Mirwin stun or even the damage.
Yeah.
No, Mad Lions taking it easy.
Big thing, obviously, is X-Kick is getting stronger and stronger. Damage down onto DOS. Has been looking to follow up. If they can catch out Alvaro before a fight starts, it's very good for them. Taking Unbreakable out of the equation makes X-Kick's life easier, but Isma's already been caught out. Nice blast cone out to safety and a potential pick on the side. Keep your eyes on Supa on the backside of the fight. Flash out from DOS, but he's bringing the bar assault into the rest of his team. That's not what you want to be doing. Supa goes golden, buys that moment. The stun card comes in. The 80 carry still standing. Mad Lions Koi tearing SK to pieces.
SK stood for a moment. But in a moment, Mad Lions Koi are able to dismantle them. The TP to the bottom side of the map, the tower in their sights, the game win in their hands.
Mad Lions Koi, the final push. They started winter strong. They finished stronger, continuing to rise in the tier list, taking down SK. Well fought in the early to mid from the SK mid jungle, but the later and later we got the more and more Mad Lions Koi take over, finding their first win in spring.
It was hard fought, but in the end, Mad Lions Koi able to bring it together, Mirren being the focus.